Hello, beautiful, magical, divine one. If this message has found you and you feel called to continue, then know that these messages are designed to assist you, remind you of what you already know. These messages are not to appease the ego. 30 seconds. So this whole 30-second thing has been coming through of like, allow what is to go within 30 seconds. And then this algorithm found me with regards to YouTube analytics, which I really don't follow. Like, I don't know, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but that's what I used to do for a living. I used to started out as a copywriter within marketing, marketing director, all online social media, digital marketing stuff. Right, so it was part of the resistance for me. I held off creating this channel. Well, it's not even held off. While I was creating this channel, I was distracting myself with concerning myself with, do I market it? Do I not? Do I allow organically? All these seemingly important questions for my human, right? Like, I need to know how I'm going to the marketer in me, right? But to put all of that to sleep, and this is kind of why I'm being called to share this right at the beginning, which is strange, but I just allow. And I find that that is the best way to play, the best way for the messages to come through. Okay, so that was a resistance. It was me trying to figure it out, to plan, how am I going to get people to my videos, right? While at the same time believing that my videos will find whomever they were designed to find, right? Because it's all design, it's all frequency, it's all energy, it's all resonance. If you're not meant to hear this message in its entirety, there will be something in it that makes you stop, or at times something will pull you away, because it's how it is designed. It's also why certain messages find you on your algorithm. I find it really interesting because what I have noticed is that messages on my algorithm, there are many that I know are not for me. I don't even have to click on it to feel the energy, the frequency, the lack of resonance, or the non-resonance, to know. And this is why at some point in these videos, it always comes through. I'm always called to remind you to check in with yourself if this is for you, the sovereign you, the you that is the only thing that matters. The YouTube algorithm does not know more than you. What I find helpful is to check in before clicking on a video, before clicking on it, or the title, or it feels, but to actually take a moment of pause to just check in and see what is being reflected. See if it truly calls to me, and go from there. So after that ramble, if you're still here and this calls to you, then I ask you please to ground yourself in this beautiful magical now with your breath. They're giving me a little bit more here. This is about your co-creations with Source. This is about like ending the resistance. And it's not so much resistance, because it's almost like what's coming through is that it's resistance like shrouded in practical distraction. Very much like a 4D spirituality point. Okay, what else? Okay, what's coming through now is just that this eclipse portal that we all went through, this is timeless. So whenever it finds you, just know that I want to say the last like 2 days may have been a bit extreme for you. You may have experienced some stuff. Very much like the moon shining light on all that is not for you, so that you can find what is for you, that type of energy. Okay, so this equinox, eclipse, new moon portal that we've all jumped through, what came through was before was very much about like there is a door that has been placed, like it's becoming easier and easier for you to bring yourself back to the heart space. Okay, and what's come through, and it's just more confirmation of this, is that you are now at a level where it's like you've actually closed the door. Let me stop resisting saying this. You've closed the door in the past. Like the past actually doesn't exist for you. 3 nows ago doesn't exist for you. Like it is, you now see it in its entirety, which is that you are beyond memory, right? Memory is attachment to past. We all speak about, and we all remind ourselves about self-love, self-devotion, devotion to self. And what's been coming through for me, and it's a beautiful reminder that I'm being called to share here, is that if we view the now, our present moment, as self, which it is, and that the purest, most beautiful, most fulfilling way to devote to self, to love oneself, is to be fully present in the here and now. I don't know if you can hear Frankie gallivanting around there. He's been in an interesting mood this morning. Frankie. Otherwise you're gonna hear him meowing and meowing and meowing. Okay, come here. Okay. So let me just get back to this. If this message has found you, it is because you are ready. You are ready to stop playing in the mind paradigm. Your presence, it's being here now, is loving yourself in the way that, like, if you see, you see in movies, or maybe you've experienced it yourself or whatever, but I feel like every single human has in some shape, way or form experienced, like, seen a mother cradling a newborn, right? The absolute devotion to self, the love, the nothing else matters. Like, whether you've experienced it yourself, or, as I said, you've witnessed it, there is something our humans understand about that, right? It's like, and if you imagine that love, that devotion, that, like, presence, that truly is the gateway to bliss, because that is how you devote to self. So it's remembering that it is all you. It is all you. And everything is divinely guiding you and assisting you at this time. There is a place, a space, a destiny, right? This word has been coming through so much for you guys. Destiny, world changing, like world saving. Like, you are the only one, and it's not to say that you are the only one, right? But for you, which is all that matters, right? For the the you that is in this human avatar, the you that is physically sitting here, right? Many of these words are not speaking to the human you, they're being heard by the soul. That's why many of these messages are activations, are remembrance assists. Okay, it's because it's not for the mind to understand, it's for the heart to feel, remember, for the truth of you to be stirred. It's all frequency, it's all energy. It's not really about the words. The magic is not in the words. To embody is to move, right? You are not separate from your human. You are here to work with your instrument. Your human, the ego, the mind, except the ego goes, right? And then it's just the mind, which is the tool. This is about mind and heart and gut, like mind, heart, and body coherence. We are here to move. This is why when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling stressed, when your nervous system is on fire, walk, dance in your kitchen, like move the energy, transmute it with the alchemy that is innate to your being. I say this because I'm sharing this because this is something that has assisted me immensely. And it's what's being called for, and it's what's being called to come through. So if you're still here, the big thing, the magical thing, the thing that you just like, you know, is for you, coming for you, created for you, by you, with you, that thing, it's like just around the bend, okay? It's just around the bend. Source wants you to know, okay, let me just breathe into this. Source wants you to know that right now, everything is step for step for step. Now, for now, for now, for now. That the past is the door that you have closed, should you choose to close it. That the matrix is the paradigm that you no longer entertain. Right? You no longer watch the movie. You're like, cool, I'm done. I'm gonna play here. You're turning off the switch to the movie. The movie that is the thoughts, the movie that is the worry, the movie that is the fear, the movie that is the thinking about yesterday, the movie that is thinking about last year, the memory, right? It's all movies. It's all stories. None of it is real. The only thing that is real is you here now, right now. Nothing else is real. Nothing else exists. In this here now is the bliss that you seek. It's the bliss that we all seek. And I don't speak from any authority, right? I don't. It may come through that way, but that's the channeling, right? I don't know what the stream of consciousness is, but it has a very, I've noticed, inspired, but very like to the point way of speaking to like my human sometimes feels like, oh, I feel like I'm shouting at them. Okay, I don't know what the stream of consciousness is. It's you, it's for you. If this video found you, it's to remind you, to assist you, to kind of like light the match under your bum 144, right? Like you can waste as much time as you want because time doesn't matter. You can remain in the past play paradigm, right? You're literally just going through stuff that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's not real. It doesn't exist. It only existed when it was occurring. Beyond that, it's done. This is why you can only change the past from the future, from the present. But none of that exists. This is where like the past and the future paradigms like disappear, because it becomes your pathway to bliss. This is what the now is. So this portal, this eclipse, this equinox, this divine assistance, right? Because it's all you, but like you've really been training for this moment, right? This is why your 3D reality may have really felt like that melting pot, right? That pressure cooker, that intensity, that, oh, how do I, right? It was all in assistance to get you to this point of knowing. This point of knowing that the past, it's like for some of you it's like it's just about curiosity, right? It just curiously play, pretend it isn't real. Play the pretend game. Try it out. Every time you find yourself thinking, bring yourself back to the present. The easiest way to actually be present is to move your body. This is why it restores the nervous system when you're really stressing and everything is going, and you're reaching for the Valium or you're reaching for the joint. And no judgment, friends. Really, really no judgment. Not from me, not from source, not from anyone. You are perfect in whatever way you play, because you are remembering your truth more and more every day. So whatever is not for you will naturally fall away. Okay? Breathe into that and feel the resonance of those words, should you choose to. Okay. So this is all to get you to this point of being curious and just going, it doesn't exist. And when you find yourself there, you bring yourself here to the heart space, to the present moment. Move your body, like I said, or like I'm being reminded to share and emphasize, right, is that when you are in your head, when you are stressing, anxious, go for a walk, dance in your kitchen, pretend you're jumping on a trampoline. But don't remain in the head. Allow yourself to drop back into the body. Allow yourself to self-regulate by connecting the human with the divine, which is the you and the now. Like, devote, show yourself love in that moment. Do not run. If you are able, do not go outside of self to distract from what is being felt. Shift the density around. When you numb it, you run from it. You cannot alchemize it. You cannot truly embody it for release. It's not to say that no density is going to leave you if you still use outside assistance. Of course. Outside assistance is still you, whether it's plant-based or pharmaceutical. It's all a belief system, friends. It's all a belief system. I'm not to say, I'm not here to say either which way. It's what calls to you. Okay, it's what calls to you. But there is no judgment. The now, the self-devotion, the self-love, the here now is the gateway to all that you seek, desire. Crave is the word that is coming through. It's like, that's the feeling. And that feeling, that sort of energy, it's like the birth think process, right? It's the final, like, hurrah. It's like, I'm done. Like, there is no going back for you, right? There is no going forward for you, because there is only now for you. Do you feel the resonance there? There is only now for you in every now moment. That is the loving embrace. That is the kiss on the face. That's how you devote to you. And from that space, what do you feel called to do? How do you feel called to play? You are a new human. You are now awake. You are now aware. You are fully conscious that you are consciousness. You may still feel the separation, but it will slowly, it is dissolving. It will remain for as long as you choose to remain in the paradigm of past trauma, future stress. Memory is for alchemy. Past is for alchemy. Present is for play. If you are truly in your here now, embodied in your heart, going with the flow, you're not here. You're just here, like on the go, on the move. And when something arises in the mind that takes you away from the here now, that is where, if it is really required, it's for alchemy, for release. But you can just as easily, I don't play in the past, that door is closed. Have a little mantra, right? Have a little visualization. Here, now, breathing, move, focus, find something to focus on, find something to touch. To very much, friends, this is the gateway, right, out of duality for you. But you have to choose, you have to actively, consciously choose to bring yourself back to the here now. Whatever is occurring in your here now, and not sitting alone in your here now, worrying about what you're going to do in an hour from now, worrying about traffic, planning a conversation. None of that. That's not being in the here now. That's not devoting to self. That's not devoting to God. That's not allowing your instrument to be open for creative play, creative inspiration, co-creativeness with source. You are always co-creating with source. You are always a channel for source consciousness, but you are here to be more. You are more. You are a way shower. Your lens is the story that everything that you have dropped, right? Everything that is in the past, all of that will continue to assist you in every now moment, not because you consciously think about it. When something feels called to be shared, it will pop up and you will feel called to share it. Otherwise, it simply just doesn't exist. And the only reason it's coming through is because someone will find assistance by hearing it, by the frequency, by the witnessing of the unraveling, right? Because we are all unraveling together. And if this message has found you, whatever personal things that were shared in it, it's either triggering or remembering, but we are unraveling together. And sometimes it is the story, the hearing and seeing and sort of experiencing somebody else's story through your lens, that assists you in finding and seeing the clarity that was always there for you to see with regards to your human story. or the stories. I'm being told to take 3 cards, and I'm being told to take it from here. Okay, friends, so breathing, anchoring yourself in this magical now. And knowing that, oh wow, friends. Yeah, okay, on this card. I will read from the book here. I'm also going to pull an alchemy card here because I've just been called to. But this, ooh, another one was hiding out. Okay, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up, right? Like you are ready. And then the first card that like really jumped in, jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. That is the message here, friends. It's I feel like there is a resistance to change. There is a resistance to doing things differently. So it's like you're choosing to still sometimes stay on script, and that's okay. It's beautiful in every way. Okay? Staying on script is perfect. Going off script is just something different. A different kind of perfection. A more resonant perfection. So pay attention to your body. This is why this message is all about the body and checking into the body. When you are doing something, having a conversation, speaking words, and your body is feeling stressed, anxious, the conversation itself is tweaking your nervous system. That is you telling you to stop doing whatever you're doing. To just stop. If you were in a conversation, excuse yourself from the conversation. If it was the way in which you were speaking, if it was the words in which you were speaking, you'll have to feel a little deeper into the initial warning system. Right now, this is what it is. Your nervous system is also a little bit of a warning system, not just a danger warning system. It's also like a bit of a warning system for you when you are not checking your ego, when you are allowing your human to act in a way that is not aligned to the truth of you that you are now like aware of, right? Because there's no more hiding for you. This message has found you. You can't hide from the truth of you anymore, because you were Alice in Wonderland. You went looking. You were seeking, searching, and you found what you were looking for, and it's you, and you're perfect, and it's you here now, and there is no more searching. Now it's just about practicing playing with you in every here and now. That's where the magic, that's where the real dance begins. Just so you know, friends, this is higher streams of consciousness coming through. Like, it comes through ways in which I've experienced it, but this is not yet my natural, it is my natural state, but sometimes and many times I still give myself permission to be triggered out of it. So these messages that come through very much for me sometimes, as they are for whomever you are. So the breath of the cosmos, my will to thy, micromanaging the universe. Okay, hopefully it doesn't take too long to find. But I did find jump in, so I may read that in a moment, but let's see. I really thought that this particular card was at the beginning of the book. Okay, we need one more moment, friends. But if you're not new to my channel, you know how I feel about this. Here we go. When Source calls us to be patient, it's a reminder to be beautifully patient, And it's also I don't know, a deterrent, right? Okay, breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. When we rely on our own will, we're micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the cosmic intelligence and relying instead on our personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mastery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little, you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be and surrender to the greater will, you will find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. I'm just going to read the StarSeed activation. Yeah, so you feel called to do this. Close your eyes and just breathe deeply into your heart space. I am willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, help me move from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. Okay. I'm being called to stop right there, friends. I'm not going to lie, because there's a part of me that wonders about this card. If you feel called to hear the message in the book or receive the activation in the book, alert me in the comments and I'll type it up there, okay? I don't know who makes it to the end. I know that there are one or two, and I just want to acknowledge you and thank you, because it's so beautiful playing in your frequency. This whole experience for me is truly humbling and enlightening, all at the same time. And thank you for all that you are in this moment, because I can feel like all that you have been, the density that you have been moving through. You've been moving through so much density. I don't think you give yourself enough credit for all that you have achieved. Step out of gratitude, step into appreciation. This came through for me from another beautiful being yesterday, 3333, and it really resonated with me, and it was quite shifting for my human. It really knocked something out the window, out the ballpark for me, to see things from a place of appreciation and not gratitude. Like, gratitude can sometimes have like a lining of, oh, thank you, I wasn't sure that I was going to get that, thank you, I'm so grateful, thank you. With appreciation, there is very much like, I knew something was coming for me. It's with deep appreciation that it was this, because this is what was received and this is what was given to me. Thank you, with with appreciation, right? There is like an ownership, as opposed to okay, maybe, and thank you and I'm so grateful. Which is not to say that gratitude is not beautiful. It is. Source just wants you to know that sometimes in our gratitudes, we can allow ourselves to almost like slip into wording, energies, beliefs, like that it's on the fringe, right? It's just on the edge, so it's not even quite conscious of it. But that there's almost like an undertone of negative self-talk, negative self-belief, right? A little bit of, I didn't really believe I was worthy of receiving that job, that comment, that visit, that interaction, that whatever. Like, oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so glad that I had it because, well, you know, I wasn't sure. Whereas from appreciation, you were sure. Appreciation, it's like just you reminding you that you are worthy of everything that you desire, of everything. That truly, truly, truly excites, expands, and ignites you. You're here to expand, and through your expansion, you will assist others. Thank you, beautiful divine one. Have a beautiful, magical now. Bye-bye.